Little Witch and the Magic Shoes. In a cozy little cottage on the edge of the enchanted forest lived a young witch named Willow. Willow was a bright and cheerful girl with sparkling green eyes and a pointy hat that was a bit too big for her. She loved to explore the forest with her cat Midnight, who had fur as black as the night. One sunny morning, Willow woke up with excitement bubbling in her heart. Today was her first day at the School of Magic, where she would learn all about spells, potions, and flying on a broomstick. Willow had been dreaming about this day for as long as she could remember. "Are you ready, Midnight?" Willow asked as she carefully placed her spellbook and wand into her little cauldron-shaped backpack. Midnight meowed and jumped into the bag, ready for the adventure. As they reached the school, Willow was amazed by the tall, twisting towers and the bright banners that waved in the wind. Witches and wizards of all ages were walking around, chatting and laughing. Willow felt a little nervous, but she was also excited to make new friends. Inside the school, Willow found her classroom, where other young witches and wizards were already seated. The room was filled with colorful potions bubbling in glass jars, and the walls were covered in magical posters that moved and talked. "Welcome, everyone," said Miss Hazel, a kind and gentle witch with silver hair and twinkling eyes. "Today is a very special day. We're going to have a flying competition, and the winner will receive a pair of magic shoes that can fly." The room buzzed with excitement. Willow's heart skipped a beat. She had never flown on a broomstick before, but she had always dreamed of soaring through the skies like the older witches she admired. Miss Hazel led the students outside to the school's flying field. The field was huge, with soft grass and a clear blue sky overhead. Broomsticks were lined up in a row, each one ready for a young witch or wizard to take flight. "To win the magic shoes, you must fly through the enchanted hoops in the sky," explained Miss Hazel, pointing to a series of glowing rings floating high above the field. "The first one to pass through all the hoops and land safely will be the winner." The other students quickly grabbed their brooms and lined up at the starting line. Willow took a deep breath and picked up the smallest broom she could find. It was a little wobbly, but she held on tight, determined to give it her best shot. "Ready, set, go," shouted Miss Hazel. With a whoosh, the students zoomed into the air. Willow's broom wobbled and shook as she tried to control it. She could see the other students ahead of her, flying gracefully through the hoops. Willow's heart pounded in her chest. She had never flown before, but she wasn't going to give up. "Come on, Willow, you can do it," she whispered to herself. Suddenly, Willow felt a strange tingling sensation in her feet. She looked down and gasped. Her plain little shoes had started to glow with a soft, golden light. The shoes seemed to know what to do, and they gently guided Willow's broomstick higher and higher into the sky. Willow's eyes widened as she soared through the air. She felt like she was flying on her own without even needing the broomstick. She passed through the first hoop, then the second, and soon she was flying faster and smoother than she ever thought possible. The wind rushed past her, and Willow couldn't help but laugh with joy. She was flying. She was really flying. She quickly caught up to the other students, who looked at her in surprise as she zoomed past them. Willow flew through the last hoop and gracefully landed on the soft grass. She could hardly believe it. She had done it. The other students landed one by one, clapping and cheering for Willow. "You did it, Willow!" they exclaimed. "You won the flying competition." Miss Hazel walked over with a big smile on her face. She held out a pair of shiny red shoes with golden wings on the sides. "Congratulations, Willow," she said warmly. "You have earned these magic flying shoes. They will help you fly wherever you wish to go." Willow beamed with pride as she slipped on the magic shoes. They fit perfectly, and she could feel their magic pulsing under her feet. She couldn't wait to show her new friends all the amazing things she could do with them. That evening, Willow returned home with Midnight by her side and her new magic shoes on her feet. She couldn't stop smiling as she thought about all the adventures that awaited her. As she drifted off to sleep, Willow knew that this was just the beginning of her journey at the School of Magic. With her magic shoes, her loyal friend Midnight, and her new friends at school, Willow was ready for whatever challenges and adventures came her way. And so, The little witch who had never flown before had taken her first flight, won her first competition, and discovered that with a little bit of magic and a lot of courage, anything was possible. The end.